Welcome to our November 2022 Virtual Community Area Watch Zoom meeting. My name is Mandy Wan, Public Safety Supervisor for the City of Rosemead. We will be sharing two informative presentations. They are crime updates presented by Deputy Diaz from the Los Angeles County Sheriff Department Rosemead Special Assignment Team, and I will be wrapping it up with a presentation on emergency preparedness on do-it-yourself on emergency kits. Before we start with the presentations, a few announcements. The Los Angeles County Sheriff Department Temple Station Rosemead Special Assignment Deputies will be hosting a series of neighborhood watch meetings at our local parks to educate residents on personal, home, and vehicle safety. The last scheduled neighborhood watch at the parks is November 17th at Garvey Park. Please come and meet your local deputies from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And the city, in partnership with the Los Angeles County Department Rosemead Special Assignment Team, will be having a toy drive collections at Walmart and Ross Dress for Less. There are two locations scheduled at Walmart, Wednesday, November 16th from 1 to 6 p.m. and Saturday, December 3rd from 12 to 5 p.m. And at Ross Dress for Less parking, Wednesday, December 30th from 1 to 6 p.m. Please come and bring an unwrapped toy and an opportunity to meet your Rosemead Special Assignment Deputies. Toys collected will be given to the community and families with the greatest needs. At this time, I'd like to turn this over to Deputy Diaz for a presentation on the LASD crime and trend updates.
Hi, so we're going to be discussing City of Rosemead and Temple Sheriff Station Area Watch for November of 2022. This discussion topic is going to be part one, crime stats and updates, crime trends, fentanyl, and holiday reminders. Regarding Rosemead crime stats for the year 2022 from January 1st to October 31st, you can see criminal homicides have gone down from 1 from last year to 0 this year. Rapes from 10 to 19 in 2022. So we have a slight change in those. Aggravated assaults from 119 in 2021 to 106 in 2022. Burglaries as well as a different concern we have, but last year in 2021, we had 189. This year, we now have 317. Regarding crime trends, commercial burglaries, we have a slight decrease in the number of average in the month of September and October as compared to previous months, with help of burglary suppression operations and patrol deputies. The high numbers this year to date are results of COVID-19 restrictions being lifted and businesses being back to normal. Numbers now are comparable to pre-COVID times. Regarding burglaries, most of our glass door or window shutters have been shattered to gain entry. Rear doors have been pried in some incidents, and some of them have been occurring during the early morning hours. Residential burglaries. Number of residential burglaries are steady across the board. Is relatively low when compared to commercial burglaries. Usually locations were typically scouted prior to commissions to ensure no cameras, alarms, or people present. Occurring during various times of day and night. We encourage residents to get to know their neighbors and keep an eye on any strangers or strange activities, and always alert law enforcement if necessary. Many houses usually are empty during the holiday season, and cameras and exterior lightings are very recommended to prevent these type of burglaries. Regarding fentanyl, fentanyl is a potent synthetic opioid drug approved by the Food and Drug Administration for use as an analgesic, pain relief, and anesthetic. It is approximately 100 times more potent than morphine and 15 times more potent than heroin and analgesic. Fentanyl pharmaceutical products are currently available in the following dosage forms: oral transmucosal lozenge, commonly referred to as fentanyl lollipops, effervescent buccal tablets, sublingual tablets, sublingual sprays, nasal sprays, and transdermal patches. also injectable formulations. Regards to effects on law enforcement and citizens, in the past 2 months, Temple Station alone had 2 deputies exposed to and suffer from the effects of fentanyl overdose during their normal patrol duties. Over 100,000 deaths result from drug overdose each year in the U.S., and 67% of those deaths involve synthetic opioids like fentanyl or fentanyl mixed with other illicit drugs. Many young people are exposed to fentanyl and nearly died due to overdose. Reportedly, 2 teenagers in the state of Duarte, Temple Station jurisdiction, almost died from fentanyl overdose at their own home. Holiday safety reminders. We encourage everyone to lock garages, sheds, and all your vehicles every day. Close and lock your house windows. Don't leave your valuables outside. If leaving on a trip or out of town, have a trusted person watch your home, collect your mail, and contact telephone numbers, please. And then have a timer set for various lights in the house. And regarding department and community working together, let's review on hate crimes and incidents. All crimes, incidents will be investigated to their completion. The department takes these investigations very seriously. Will not tolerate these crimes and incidents in our area. Community needs to report hate incidents to our department and to help prevent future hate crimes. You can always contact 911 or Temple Station at 626-285-7171 or LA Crime Stoppers. Regarding the community, LA has always worked with foreign country councils and numerous community-based organizations, community engagement. We stand united against hate crimes. We stand up together to the level of this growing intolerance. We also encourage citizens to try Crime Stoppers. You can usually provide a tip with the website www.lacrimestoppers.org, or you can call 1-800-222-TIPS, or you can download the mobile app through Google or the Apple App Store, which is P3 Tips mobile app. Usually people can provide anonymous tips regarding crimes they see in the area or information that might lead to solving a certain crime, and they're usually reward up to $1,000 for any of this information. If you have any further questions regarding any of the stuff we spoke to today, you can always contact the Rosemead Civic Center or contact Temple Sheriff Station at 626-285-7171. Thank you.
Thank you to Deputy Diaz for the informative presentation. So I'll be moving on to the next presentation, which is on disaster preparedness kits. So in California, there are top 7 disasters that we need to start thinking about and start preparing for. So they are earthquake, severe weather, hazardous materials, terrorism, flood, train derailment, and airplane crash. So we suggest that everybody should make a personalized disaster kit. You can also get those that are store-bought, but our recommendation is that we should personalize your kit because we each have different needs in our family. So for starter, we recommend water. So 1 gallon of water per person per day for at least 7 to 10 days. And these are for drinking and sanitation. So you can get the bottled waters or you could get the ones that are already in a gallon. And there are some people that have a larger family. They will get the 55 drums, but they will also put in water purification tablets to filtrate the water and to keep the water for at least 5 years. So here are some DIY tips as we continue on to the next few slides. So for food, we recommend 7 to 10 days non-perishable foods, which include canned foods, dehydrated foods, and MREs, which are meals ready to eat. A lot of people that are campers are very aware of what MREs are. These are pretty dehydrated food, high in carbohydrate that keeps you filled for the time being until things get settled down and when you're able to make food again. Don't forget specialty foods for infants and toddlers, seniors, elderly, and special dietary needs. So when my kids were infants and toddler stage, I would have carnation powder mix at home. As long as I have water, I would mix the carnation with the water, and then I have instant milk for them. And they could put in their cereals and have it with their crackers. So these are just some ideas that you should have in your personalized emergency kit. And then I did forget, don't forget any kind of comfort food that will be suited to your families. So as we move on to utility items, we do recommend battery-powered or hand-crank radio, a battery-powered or hand-crank flashlights, an LED headlamp, and the headlamp on the top is very versatile because if you need to be hands-free, this works wonders because as you're walking around, you can see lights that are ejected on top of your head. So I recommend everybody to have one of these so you could be hands-free. And then, of course, have extra batteries. Make sure the battery's shelf life has not expired or eroded. So make sure that you have extra batteries on hand. And here are some other additional items that we do recommend that you have in your kit, which is a first aid kit, and which also include any kind of prescriptions that you may need to take on a daily basis. So that could be any high blood pressure medication, diabetic insulin, anything that you need to take on a daily basis. We recommend you have a 30-day supplies in your emergency kit. All you have to do is go to your doctor, explain the situation, tell them to write a 30-day subscription for you that you always have in your kit. So after the 30 days, you get a new 30 days plus your regular prescription, and make sure you swap it out. So this way you always have to most up-to-date prescription in your emergency kit. Another thing that we recommend is getting an emergency blanket. They're very thin. They're very light, and it does reflect where it will produce heat for you when you do need it. Also, other items is a whistle, a dust mask, duct tape, moist towelettes, garbage bags, and feminine items. A whistle would do wonders if debris has fallen and is difficult for you to get to a safe location and or your injuries due to the debris that has fallen on you. If you have a whistle with you, you can actually whistle to signal to a responder that you are there and you need help. So these other items are also as useful. Again, these are just recommendations. And some tools that we also think is important will be a wrench or a plier, a gas or water tool, a manual can opener, and a cell phone charger. And don't forget, if you have canned food, make sure you have a manual can openers. I know some canned goods now have a pop-up where you can just pop up the lid, but there are some canned food that do not have that and still require either a power can opener or a manual can opener. And we're always thinking ahead in case electricity is out, we need the manual can opener. And for the gas and water tool is also very important, which is the second one on the photo, which it would be able to turn off your gas and water if needed. And again, I do not recommend you guys, as soon as the earthquake hits, to turn off your gas if you don't need it. The only time you turn off the gas, it's either you smell the gas or you hear the hissing of the gas. Because once you turn it off and you don't need it, it may take days or months before somebody from the gas company can come and to reestablish your gas. So that's something to think about. Okay, so how do we get our kids involved? Emergency preparedness is not just for adults, but it's for the entire family. So we recommend kids get involved as well. So American Red Cross came out with a project called Pillowcase Project. So we recommend that you guys get a pillowcase, which is a white pillowcase, and get some markers that are not washable at this point. So the kids can make their own emergency kit with the pillowcase. And this way they can also stuff whatever they would like in their emergency kit and that they know in an emergency that they need to grab their personalized emergency kit. And this is a good project for the family, and also to start a discussion on how to get prepared in an emergency and what to do if there's an emergency. And we always think about human getting prepared for humans. What about our pets? So here are some recommendations that you would need if you have pets. Supplies for your pets. Obviously, they will need their water. They will need canned goods. If they are used to eating wet food, make sure you have those stock up. And also a can opener to open the canned goods. If your dog is dependent on medication, same thing goes, that they should have 30 days of supplies readily available. They should have some kind of bowl so they can eat. Should have their favorite toys. If they need a blanket, they should have one in there. For cat litters, for cats, make sure you have suitable cat litters and a pan for cats to take care of themselves. And then always have a leash and collar. Also have some basic first aid kit for your pets. And on there, you should have a contact information for your veterinarians. You should have a current photo of your pet in case it gets separated from you. Should have a copy of their current vaccine records, any medication, medical history, and then an emergency contact number in case it gets separated as well. And also, please be advised that in an event that your home is not readily available to live, that you may have to go to a shelter place. There are shelters that will not allow dogs in the same inside the same building. So something to think about. All right, and then all dogs needs to be licensed. If you live in the city of Rosemead, all dog needs to be licensed. There is a Rosemead Municipal Code 6.06.010 to talk about the requirements for all dogs and the reason why it needs to be licensed. Also, if you have a dog and you do not in compliance of the Rosemead Municipal Code, then there will be an administration fee of $120. And in order for your dog to be licensed, we got to ensure that there is a current rabies on file as well. And the whole purpose of getting your dog to be licensed is the reunification process. So in case of an event or when we have to shelter your dog at a different location after a disaster, we know who this dog will belong to by the license tag that you will be issued once you get it licensed through the city of Rosemead. So there's two ways of getting your dog licensed. So we're really excited. So beginning on November 15th, we have partnered with DocuPet. It's a new pet license system. It's very safe, easy, and convenient that offers online payment. You could do it by phone or by mail. And then also they have a special complimentary feature which called Home Safe 24/7. So if your dog is lost and it's been licensed through us, the tag will have your own unique number for your pet. So if your pet is lost, anybody could read off that special unique number, and that's how we know who this dog belongs to. And then besides that, DocuPet has a variety of selection of personalized dog tags if you would like to purchase as well. And then if those that would prefer to come to our Public Safety Center to get a dog, to renew their dog license or for a new license, you're welcome to come to the Public Safety Center. Our information is located on the website at 8301 Garvey Avenue. And we are there on Monday to Thursday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for your convenience. But I do recommend, encourage everybody to do the renew or new pet license system through the DocuPet. You could do it at the comfort of your own, at your own home, and you don't even have to drive out, saving gas and saving time. So currently the prices for non-spay neuter dog with the rabies certificate is $25 per dog. If your dog is spayed or neuter and you can show proof with the certificate, it is $15. If your dog is spayed or neuter and you are a senior citizen, meaning 60 years and older, then it will be $7. Just so you know that effective January 1st of 2023, the fees for dog license will go up. If you would like more about the increase of the fee schedule, please call the Public Safety Center and we'd be more than happy to share more with you. Just to convene the residents here, there's a couple ways that you can get rabies for your dog. We do partner with Rosemead Animal Hospital, 9639 Valley Boulevard, and the numbers there and their business hours are listed there as well. You just need to make an appointment and they will try to fit you in at the earliest convenience. Or we do have a monthly low-cost rabies vaccination, which is also have other vaccines that you can also provide for your dogs and cat. It is provided through Vet Care and is at the Zapopan Park at 8301 Garvey. It is on the first Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So we move on to another slide, which kind of share with if you're interested in any most updated current information, I will recommend you to also sign up for Nixo. You can ask to sign up through information going through your email or through your text. I think going through your text is good because if there's something important that we need you to know, just for instance, a closure due to a traffic collision or police activity, you will get the information right away. So if you're on your way home and you get that through your text, then you know that, okay, I need to avoid those particular streets. So this way, it kind of alleviates some of the traffic on those areas that is being closed. If you wanted to do text, you would input the number 888-777. Then after that, in the body, you will put the zip code of of the city of where you want the information to come from. So for our Rosemead zip code is 91770. You can put in as many cities of information that you would like to come through either your through text messages or through emails. Is whatever you sign up for. But please do keep in mind that if you ask for text messages, depending on your phone carriers, I don't know if they would charge you or not, but that's just something for you to think about. But it is a great tool, whether on any emergencies that we need to share with the community and with our constituents. Nixo is a good form of another resources for to sign up to get email to get information on. And additional resources on emergency preparedness is listed here. I recommend that you guys also go on there because there's a wealth of information from all different agencies, from the federal to the state and to our local level. So something to, that you guys can look into for resources. So any information regarding disaster preparedness, my contact information is listed there. Feel free to either call me or email me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So with that said, this concludes our November 2022 area watch meetings. And again, I do need everyone's help. We need to continue to do our part. If you see something, say something. Please call Temple Sheriff Station at 626-285-7171 or 911 when a crime is in progress. As I have mentioned, this kind of concludes our November 2022 Community Area Watch Zoom meeting. Our next scheduled Area Watch meeting is in 2023. Until then, I want to wish everybody a happy holidays that is coming up. Happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas to everyone and a safe and prosperous 2023. And I'm hoping to see everybody at the toy drive. Take care.